Hello there, Governor. Fancy a tea and whiskers. Welcome to 6 Day of Fried Rice. My name is Brandon Gunbla Chef. I'm not gonna do that fake accent this whole video. Today, we travel to England, home of the Big Ben, Brexit, bad dental care, and the nation of huge tea drinkers. But what Great Britain is also known for is its cultural English breakfast plate, which is why we are attempting to recreate the risotto version of it today, a British breakfast risotto. Besides our own regular ingredients like the onion and garlic, which are staple in any risotto dish, today we will be cutting up a new ingredient, mushroom. We will also be cutting up these tomatoes and use them as ingredient too. Can't be proper breakfast without having them on a plate. It is time we cut up something we haven't cut before, our sausage. Besides the regular pork sausage, there is also the famed dark color blood sausage that the Brits love eating. Putting the questionable origin of the latter aside, we also have this here nice piece of ham which was left over from Christmas. We want to cut these meat to be as tiny as possible, as otherwise their chunkiness might get in the way while eating. Next up, we will handle a couple of potatoes. Otherwise, it wouldn't be authentic British food.
It is time for how to make cook like a Western person. Today's topic, how to make hash browns. The first thing to do after rinsing out potatoes is to peel the skin off and remove any dark spots from them. Extra rinse after the peeling won't hurt at all. For this dish, we want to shred our potatoes completely, so a cheese grater will serve our purposes just fine. However, we will be holding the grater over a bowl of water where the shredded pieces will fall into. After we have finished the shredding them potatoes, we take them out of the water, squeeze as much of the liquid out that you can, and let them rest on a sheet of paper towel for 5 to 10 minutes. After they are dry, we will be heating them up on our pan with a mixture of oil and butter inside. We drop our potatoes inside, put on the lid, and let them rest there for 5 minutes in medium heat. When enough time has passed, we add in our staple spices, salt and black pepper. After which we flip all of them and close the lid again and wait for 3 more minutes. When the hash brown is on, we remove it from the pan and plate it up. And that is how to cook delicious hash brown like a Western colonizer.
Hello guys, this is Brandon from the future here, announcing that from this point onward, this recipe does not go the same way that we originally planned. But first, do you guys notice my new haircut? Do I look like K-pop fuckboy to you? Anyway, in all seriousness, I made a massive mistake and ended up cooking a risotto instead of a fried rice dish. Due to time constraint, we cannot go back and redo the entire dish as we have filmed everything, even the outro scene. So the only thing that we could do at this point is to put new voiceover on top of existing footage. I will be pointing out mistakes I made and give you guys some tips on how to fix them and what not to do. Also, we will be posting proper recipe and cooking instruction on how to do it the right way on the comment section. We still hope that you will still enjoy the video regardless, and we are sorry for the inconvenience. We promise to do better in the future and make sure that we will not make the same mistake ever again. Anyway, back to the video. Next up, we will be adding the tomato and mushroom. And I make a huge mistake here by adding too much. There's so much water that comes out of here that you can wash your face with it. This is not the proper way to cook this. You will want to add as little mushroom or tomato as possible. In case you make the same problem like here, you can fix it with a cornstarch or butter to thicken the liquid into a sauce and then set them aside to another plate to be used later. But since we already messed up the whole recipe, might as well ruin it further by making yet another mistake, dumping all our cut meat into the pan along with some cheap bacon from local store. The water from the tomatoes along with the fat from these sausages mixed together to create a meat soup-like consistency. While this would be very delicious for a stew dish served with the potatoes, it is not fit for fried rice because there's too much liquid. The proper way to do this is to fry these meats separately until they are golden brown and set them aside on another plate. But anyway, since I already dishonor my ancestor, I have nothing else to lose. Crack in the egg and proceed to scramble them all over inside the pan. Now, everything is starting to look like a pile hot mess. Our disaster is almost complete. It feels like it's missing something. Oh, that's right, we need our leftover rice. But it won't be just our leftover rice that we will have to pour in yet. English breakfast needs a good healthy amount of bean, so pouring in some bean in a can will add the needed filling for the food. Make sure to not add in too much bean to avoid the unnecessary farting. If you want to cook the proper fried rice dish, you need to cook the rice and eggs separately from the sauce and meat, and absolutely make sure to have no liquid inside the pan. The beans can still be added to the rice as well, but make sure that there is not too much liquid like what it is showing here. If you are curious, we hope that you stay tuned for day 7 and 8 to see how this is properly done. To add the flavor into this mess, we will be adding 2 teaspoons of MSG as always, and a healthy dose of the yellow powder. We will also be adding a sprinkle of black pepper and garnish with the chopped leek or green onion. I think this might start to turn into somewhat of a decent risotto dish. Maybe we will give the final mix before turning up the heat. Let's start our plating with the foundation of our homemade hash brown on the plate and add our risotto on top of them. This is looking like something that I would feed to my worst enemy, but might as well make it prettier by adding in parsley and maybe some cucumber and slice of tomatoes on the side. And there you have it, British breakfast risotto. Even though I am ashamed of myself for not cooking the real fried rice dish, and I definitely need to be put down for this shameful display, I think as taste and flavor goes, this risotto is not half bad actually. Despite the appearance looking revolting and appealing as a supermarket ready-made meal, at least it does have enough nutrients to give you the needed energy to start your day. While there's so many different flavors packed into one bite, and it can give you the feeling so complicated at first, but I think you can get used to it. All in all, massive failure of a fried rice, but a very half-decent risotto dish. God bless the Queen. And that is it for the 6th day of the 12th day of fried rice. Tomorrow and the day after, we will travel to China to cook ourselves that Chinese double feature special. But until then, like always, I hope you all have a very nice day. Build yourself some model kit and cook yourself this British breakfast goddamn risotto to pair it up with. And I will see you all next time.